A few of us, wachache, wale wengine tuelekea kwenye jukwaa tafadhali.
I'm doing the leg of questions and appreciate that His Excellency, your principal guest, has joined us. He's already signed the visitor's book and also unveiled the commemorative flag for the university. At this point, His Excellency is being taken through a brief guided tour, as I had advised. And as I said, it will be specifically at the maternity and the crucial simulation. After that, His Excellency will be requested to sign the university charter and also unveil it.
Of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces has now arrived at the University Center and is touring the facility, going to specific places. He has signed the visitor's book, and of course he's meeting the dignitaries, the institutional representatives, those from the Commission as well from the Ministry of Education. Of course, been observing all protocol rules and regulations that we have the opportunity to share with the President some of the unique features that we have in our university. One facility that's most intriguing is the Center for Innovation in Medical Education. That is an important one that he is going to look at and have a viewing of. In addition to that, we have a wonderful library right here on campus. That's another one we're very excited about. We actually call it the Learning Resource Center, the reason being that it has more than the regular university library. It is not just chock-packed full of books. It has its fair share of books, but there is a ratio between the physical books and the online books that is worked on. Physically, we use a ratio of about 70 to 80% to 20%. So 20% are physical, while the majority are virtual and online. The reason being our students come from all over the country and the region, and it is much easier for them to be able to access these books, journals online. How many books, you ask, we have online? We have over 65,000 books online and over 100,000 journals. Yes, and that continually grows in this time and age. This makes it so much easier for them to do. The images you're seeing on screen right now are some of those shared from the Center for Innovation in Medical Education, where there are specific mannequins. That's not, or as somebody said, smart dummies. So they're dummies, but there is intelligence about them. They have been modeled in such a way that they actually react to medication, to blood drawing, and some actual procedures. The reasoning behind this is this. By the use of these smart mannequins, somebody who is practicing does not really have to practice on a live human. They can actually take the opportunity to learn the skill set from using these new forms of technology. And that is what the Center for Innovation in Medication is all about. You can see, for instance, sitting there in the wheelchair, how they will respond, for instance, if they're using the ECG machine or electroshocking them. Those help the practitioners develop their skill set with minimum zero risk. But they can learn the consequences and how it impacts somebody if it is done wrong. And it is much safer, much more conducive. Not only is this for students within the Aga Khan University, no, this is for any professional and specialist who wants to upgrade, fine-tune, rework a system or a process that they're intrigued in. So it allows those who have been in practice for many years and have said, I really need to learn this new procedure. As we know, technology is moving very fast. There are new procedures on how to carry out different things, for instance, in maternity care. And that's what this center will allow us to do. It is young, but it is growing. It is one that is looking for more partners and friends who want to engage in it, county level, government level, international level, to help do this. There'll always be a team in-house who will be able to guide, figure out what model you're looking for, what are the training platforms allowed and offered through the Center for Medical Innovation in medical education. And once that's done, we can tailor for you and work with you on the best program to suit what you're trying to do. There is simulated blood, and all the equipment in there is functional, real, and serves the purpose that it is supposed to in any medical emergency. So in a worst case scenario, we can literally go into the center, take that equipment and go use it in the field. So there's nothing like play equipment or fake equipment. It is real live equipment that we have been fortunate enough to be supported by wonderful donors and friends and partners who believe in the value of this form of training. They have made it possible for us to be able to invest in these kinds of equipment, facilities, and expertise from the team to provide the service needed for great, wonderful, and dynamic healthcare. Right now, we're still awaiting the president as he goes through this, and he's walked through these different areas, advised on what they're doing, and of course, I'm sure it'll be an exciting journey. I know when I went through it too myself, I was quite intrigued to see some of those mannequins in operation, and he'll have the opportunity to engage in that as the director of the institute, Professor Charles Doherty, leads him through and walks him through the different stages of what needs to be done. That's a great example right there on the screen of what's going on. The students are applying the different instruments needed to record pulse, temperature, heartbeat, electromagnetic, I forget the word for that one, but working on that online. I'm not in the medical profession, so I will try where I can on that, ladies and gentlemen. As this part will be ending shortly, because we are on a program, of course there'll be now movement to other parts of the campus, and we come into the big part, which is what we are all really excited and waiting on, and that'll be the granting of charter. That ceremony will be entirely run through the Commission for University Education that accredits all universities on their quality of programs, governance, research, facilities, which are the areas needed for an institution to be able to be chartered and accredited at that level. The AKU journey has worked on that and built on that foundation over the few years. It has insisted on the quality of education being very important. There are 4 pillars on which we stand on as an organization: impact, quality, relevant, access. All of these are part of those things mentioned earlier that ground us as an institution. We're very lucky today, right here in Nairobi. Sorry you can't join us, but those of you who are at home, you can open your windows if the weather allows it. We have wonderful weather to celebrate this wonderful day. And once again, we are really glad you could join us. Remember our 2 tags that you can get us online. I will seize that, and you can see what is going on one of the floors, the escorts. The president is right there amongst the entourage, being guided. He is talking to Professor Doherty, that's the gentleman on the screen on the left, and the president is what the tour is about ending. They're going into another facility, followed very closely by the Cabinet Secretary of Education, Professor Magoha, and the rest of the entourage. At the back there, you could just see the Vice Chancellor of the Aga Khan University, Firoz Rasool, walking into a simulation lab. So that is the lab we were seeing some of the images of earlier on. The gentleman to the right of the president is Professor Doherty, as we mentioned earlier. And we have one of our students demonstrating the smart mannequin on how it operates and works. So you can actually see the response and how that is happening. Undoubtedly, there was an interesting question there. I wish I had heard what that was. As you can see, he's asking the patient if he's okay. But it must be an interesting tour as that is going on.
So the trainer doesn't know what simulation you know. They have to figure it out. The instructor to change
the Center for Innovation and Medical Education is one of our premier institutes within the Aga Khan University that allows us to explore the gap between technology and actual practical application in the enhancement of healthcare. And you've seen a wonderful demonstration of it, and we encourage you, if you can ever have the opportunity, to visit with us and visit the lab, see what it's all about, visit some of the other centers that we have, our institution, our Graduate School of Media and Communications, and its state-of-the-art studios that will be coming online as they've migrated from their other locations shortly. Visit our School of Nursing and Midwifery, which also has wonderful facilities for you to be able to observe. And remember, we got 2 new programs in the School of Nursing and Midwifery, in Advanced Practice Nursing and Advanced Practice Midwifery. We hope you consider those as you come to our institution. Our medical college is also offering education in that area. Please join us in that. And as I mentioned, in our Graduate School of Media and Communication, our newest executive program, the Executive Masters in Media, Leadership and Innovation. That is in addition to the Masters of Arts in Digital Journalism. We also have in the Graduate School of Media and Communication other programs and trainings that you can participate in if you are interested. The School of Nursing similarly offers many different short course programs to enhance your medical skills and your nursing skills, as well in midwifery, if you are interested to pursue the same, or you have somebody who is interested to pursue the same. There is President Rasool in the image seen there. Right in front of the screen, gentleman with the grey jacket, to the left of the screen is the Vice Provost of East Africa, Dr. Alex Awiti, as they stand now for a photograph. And I believe they're moving now out of that specific area. Of course, we've lost some of the images because of the building and moving in out of the building as our camera person works to get a much stronger image for the next phase. I know as we begin through the ceremony, we ask that you pay close attention to what the charter is all about, because it will move very quickly. There is a pace, there's a schedule, as was mentioned earlier by the MC from the presidential unit, on how it's going to go across. It's really an intriguing way in which it works. So we encourage you to pay attention to it. It's once in a lifetime for any university, as I mentioned earlier. We hope you'll enjoy that part of it and be able to be a part of it. Meanwhile, let's enjoy some more music from the presidential unit band. Oi, I wish this thing. Oh Lord.
In fact, this surgical procedure is not real. What we can simulate here is a kind of medical emergency in the operating room. So maybe he becomes hypersensitive or has an anaphylactic reaction. And then we see how the team works, how they communicate, how they lead, and how they save the patient.
You have also
we have surgical simulation as well for surgical procedures.
so that you can actually do an opening and the internal organs. And
that's right. The thing about those is they're very costly because you use them once and then you have to replace them.
You can't use them.
More difficult.
You can't reuse them.
Yeah, that's right.
That would be expensive.
But you know what we did in Karachi, Pakistan? We got cow's heart. Cow's heart. And we made them pump with various pieces of equipment, and we protected them. That allowed us to practice.
That's good.
Well, no, we've only been here a few weeks.
Oh, we will. Yes, we will.
Yeah.
There are lots of cows in Kenya.
So you get some practical.
Yes.
Huh?
With a beating heart.
Yeah.
Beating heart.
But you know, you can do a perfect operation and remove someone's leg, but it might be the wrong leg. So the important thing is communication, teamwork, leadership. All of these soft skills are vital. That's, if you look at the research, that's what goes wrong.
That the team isn't gelled together. And
Yeah, if you look at what causes airplanes to crash,
Yes.
it's usually communication.
Correct. So it's the same thing here.
So we bring people in here, multidisciplinary team, get them to work through problems, and they improve their communication in their team. That's the idea. Not so much technical.
It's more how to work.
He has now come down the stairs and will actually sign the charter in preparation for the actual ceremony. So that is really going to be exciting for us. We're glad they had a wonderful tour up there. We could see from the
Distinguished ladies and
images
gentlemen,
that
may
it
we-
was quite enjoyable. So over to the live event.
Professor Mwenda to take us through the signing of the charter. Professor.
Thank you very much. Welcome, Your Excellency, to the part where you sign the charter for the Aga Khan University, Kenya. Your Excellency, you will sign the first copy of the charter, which will be retained by the university. This marks the climax of this journey that the university has taken through these many years. Ladies and gentlemen, I can see His Excellency is signing the first copy of the charter. On this 11th day of June, the year 2021. The first copy has already been signed. Your Excellency, you will sign the second copy, which goes to the Commission for University Education. It will be kept in safe custody. Thank you, Your Excellency. The third copy will go to the Ministry of Education. As our parent ministry. Thank you, Your Excellency. And the fourth copy will go to the Attorney General, the custodian of the laws of Kenya. So as you can see, this is a very important document for this university. It's a milestone that will be witnessed by many. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, the charters have been signed. And now, to commemorate this great day, Your Excellencies, we ask that you officially inaugurate the plaque that shows that this charter has been given to this university on this day. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that wonderful gesture. This will be there remembered for hundreds of years. As you come to this university, you will know this day was a very important day. Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Excellencies to the dais. Karibu sana.
May we be upstanding for the Kenya National Anthem and the East African Community Anthem. National Anthem. And now, Tilawat recitation by Isa Mohammed Abdi and invocation presentation by Esther Wanja Mwangi.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا واذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إذ كنتم أعداء فألف بين قلوبكم فأصبحتم بنعمته إخوانا صدق الله العظيم. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, and hold fast all together by the rope which God stretches out for you, and do not be divided among yourselves, and remember with gratitude the favor of God upon you, for you are enemies, and He joined your hearts together so that by His grace you became brethren.
Let us pray. Almighty and eternal God, you have revealed your glory to all nations. With honor and reverence, we come before your presence. Your righteousness and unfailing wisdom has illuminated our path to this historic gathering to celebrate the opening of the Aga Khan University Center and granting of charter. With a new building and charter, we reaffirm our commitment to our core principles: impact, quality, relevance, and access. Guide with your spirit of counsel and strength the students, staff, faculty, management, and council of this university, Lord. We pray that the teaching, learning, and research that will be conducted in this building will promote the welfare of the citizens of Kenya and bring glory to your name. Bless the hands and vocations of our donors, Lord. We commend to your unbounded mercy our leaders, His Excellency Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, President of the Republic of Kenya, and His Highness the Aga Khan, our founder and chancellor. May they be empowered by your protection and continue to lead us. May the light of your divine wisdom direct the proceedings of this ceremony. Join our hearts in love so that by your grace we may become brethren. And now may your power, your spirit, and your presence be with us now and forevermore. Amen.
With your permission, Your Excellency, sir, please may we be seated. Your Excellency, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, the Chancellor of the Aga Khan University, His Highness Aga Khan, the Vice-Chancellor and the President of the Aga Khan University, Dr. Feroz Rasool, the Commission for the University Education, the university leadership under the chairmanship of Professor Chacha, the staff and the entire Aga Khan fraternity, Excellencies, the ambassadors and the members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. With your gracious permission, sir, allow me to invite the Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Feroz Rasool, to make his brief welcome remark. Welcome, sir.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, President of the Republic of Kenya, His Highness the Aga Khan, founder and Chancellor of the Aga Khan University, and the Aga Khan University family, our supporters and friends. Hamjambo, Karibuni, good afternoon and welcome. My name is Feroz Rasool and I'm the President and Vice Chancellor of the Aga Khan University. Thank you all of you for joining us for two of the most important milestones in the history of our university in Kenya: the granting of the university's charter, as we just witnessed, and the inauguration of our new university center. We are especially honored by the participation of Your Excellency, President Kenyatta, whose presence here today makes this occasion all the more meaningful for all of us at the university. Were this ceremony occurring under other circumstances, we would have invited many more of our colleagues, friends, and supporters. But the pandemic is not over, and we must continue to take all the precautions necessary to ensure health and safety, including restricting the number of our guests this afternoon in order to allow for physical distancing. The Chancellor of the Aga Khan University, His Highness the Aga Khan, is unable to join us in person, as he would have very much liked to be here. However, His Highness will be participating or is participating virtually and will share his address with us later. And while our on-site crowd is necessarily limited, our faculty and staff and numerous friends and supporters of the university are watching our live stream online in Kenya and around the world, ensuring we have an audience worthy of this ceremony's significance. Thank you.
And now, Your Excellency, the Secretary to the Commission for University Education, Professor Mwenda Ntaragwi, will take us through the charter granting ceremony. Welcome, Professor.
Thank you very much. Welcome, Your Excellency. Allow me now, sir, to read the announcement from the Commission for University Education. On behalf of the Commission for University Education and in accordance with the Universities Act No. 42 of 2012, I wish to confirm that the Government of Kenya wishes to establish an institution in the name Aga Khan University, Kenya, situated in Nairobi County in the Republic of Kenya. This said Aga Khan University, Kenya, has applied to the Commission for University Education for the grant of a charter in the manner prescribed under the Universities Act No. 42 of 2012. The Commission for University Education has visited and inspected the said institution and is satisfied that the objects of Aga Khan University are consistent with the advancement of university education in Kenya. The Cabinet Secretary for Education is also satisfied that Aga Khan University, Kenya, be granted charter and has submitted the said charter to Your Excellency the President with recommendations thereon. His Excellency the President has certified that the granting of the charter will be of benefit to the advancement of university education in Kenya and has therefore agreed to award charter to Aga Khan University, Kenya. Your Excellency, sir, I now invite the Chairman, Commission for University Education, Professor Chacha Nyaigoti Chacha, to make his remarks. Karibu, Chairman.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, Honorable Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Professor George Magoha, the Principal Secretary, State Department of University Education and Research, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, the Chancellor and the founder of the Aga Khan University, His Highness the Aga Khan, the Vice Chancellor of Aga Khan University, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Your Excellency, it is my honor and privilege to be part of this charter awarding ceremony. The Aga Khan University becomes the 21st private university to be chartered in Kenya. This is a milestone, not only to the institution, but also to our country, Kenya, given the fact that the university, the Aga Khan system, has already attained a global status. The university has cut a niche in the health care and health sciences programs and currently operates teaching facilities at the Aga Khan University hospitals, which offer medical sciences as well as nursing and midwifery programs. This offering aligns well with our government's development goals, such as the Big Four agenda, especially the universal health care. With its extended networks across the country and the region, I expect that the students studying here in this university will have expanded the opportunities and get to have opportunities to participate in internship and placements in all the other institutions that the Aga Khan system runs. Your Excellency, sir, the Aga Khan University is a long-term commitment to the countries in which it operates, has fostered a deep understanding of the people it serves. Due to its high standards of research and teaching, the university was selected to participate in the clinical trials of COVID-19 vaccines to share with and contribute to the global understanding of the impact of the vaccine on different groups, ethnicities, communities, and geographies. We expect that the university's new status as a chartered institution will catapult it to more such initiatives for good of humanity and our academic endeavor in the country. Your Excellency, sir, let me end my speech by calling upon the Aga Khan University to remain committed and steadfast to maintain quality education by closely working with the Commission for University Education in the process of nurturing students for local and global leadership in all the academic endeavors that will have been approved by the Commission for University Education. It is now my humble pleasure, with your permission, sir, to invite the Commission Secretary, Professor Mwenda Ntarangwi, to give his citation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chairman. Excellency, allow me now to read the citation. Whereas the government of Kenya wishes to establish Aga Khan University, Kenya, situated in Nairobi County in the Republic of Kenya, and whereas the said Aga Khan University, Kenya, has applied to the Commission for University Education for the grant of charter to provide for the establishment, control, governance, and administration of the university, and for connected purposes in the manner prescribed in the Universities Act number 42 of 2012, and whereas the Commission for University Education has visited and inspected the said institution and is satisfied that the objects of Aga Khan University, Kenya are consistent with the advancement of university education in Kenya, and whereas the Commission for University Education has submitted a draft charter, the text whereof is annexed hereto to the Cabinet Secretary for Education on the said institution, and the Cabinet Secretary is satisfied that Aga Khan University, Kenya be granted the charter. Your Excellency, sir, it is now my humble pleasure to invite you to read your citation and award the charter to Aga Khan University, Kenya. Welcome, Your Excellency, sir.
Thank you. Whereas the Cabinet Secretary for Education has submitted the charter to me with recommendations thereon, and whereas I, Uhuru Kenyatta, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces of the Republic of Kenya, am satisfied that the granting of the charter will be of benefit to the advancement of university education in Kenya, now whereof, by these present, be it known that in exercise of the powers conferred upon me under the Universities Act number 42 of 2012, I, Uhuru Kenyatta, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces of the Republic of Kenya, hereby grant the charter annexed hereto to the Aga Khan University, Kenya, on this 11th day of June in the year of our Lord 2021. Asante.
Thank you, Your Excellency. You can tell the crowd is excited about that award. We thank you very much for that award. And now, Your Excellency, allow me to call the chair to symbolically hand over the instruments from our side to the side of the university, because now the charter is theirs. Chairman.
Your Excellency, by the powers bestowed upon me as the chairman of the Commission for University Education, I now hand over the following instruments of authority to you, Your Excellency, for award to the Aga Khan University. I would request the Commission Secretary to explain one by one. We start with charter.
Your Excellency, that's the charter you signed. It gives them authority to award degrees and train. Ladies and gentlemen, the charter.
The next instrument is the mace.
Your Excellency, the mace is a symbol of Aga Khan University, Kenya's internal authority. Traditionally, the mace was a weapon of authority to protect the king Today, it protects the knowledge.
Number 3, the logo.
Your Excellency, the logo is very symbolic. In there, you can see there is Arabic script that says that each person has been given a rope by God that they hold steadily and never deviate from it. There is a middle star there with 49 rays, each one of them representing the 49th Imam who founded this university. Every time this university is seen, you remember the leader, the imamat of that institution. Ladies and gentlemen, the logo.
Number 4, the seal.
Your Excellency, the seal signifies that the documents that are sealed are authentic and they have been given by this university. That seal is to be kept under lock and key and only accessible to people who are authorized to use it. Ladies and gentlemen, the seal.
Number 5, the accreditation report.
Your Excellency, the accreditation report is from the Commission for University Education. It outlines the various parameters of accreditation that the community here as a university has gone through, the programs being offered. If they want to offer any other programs outside that book, they have to come back to us to give them authority. Ladies and gentlemen, the accreditation report. And now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to call again the President, since the instruments have moved from our side, to now hand them over symbolically by pronouncing the instruments have gone to the side of the university. Stand up, please, ladies and gentlemen.
By the powers bestowed upon me as the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, I now hand over the following instruments of authority. 1, the Charter. 2, the mace. 3, the logo. 4, the seal. 5, the accreditation report to the Aga Khan University, Kenya. Pongezi, hongera sana.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. You may be seated. Now we have received symbolically the instruments, and we know that His Highness is watching. We would like now to turn our attention to our screens to get a glimpse of His Highness, the Aga Khan, who is the Chancellor, and you will see he has already been installed with his beautiful gown as the Chancellor of Aga Khan University, Kenya. Technical people, please.
Your Excellency, President Uhuru Kenyatta, Professor George Magoha, Cabinet Secretary for Education.
You can see him in the middle there, ladies and gentlemen, in his gown. And now may I call upon the representative of His Highness, the Aga Khan, to step down and hand over the maize to the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Feroz Rasool, which will symbolically now move the instruments from His Highness to the university's Vice Chancellor. The maize, please. There it is. That is the handing over of the power to undertake all the studies and degrees in this university. Ladies and gentlemen, when the maize is upstanding, it gives authority to the university to convene and confer whatever qualifications they are. If you go to a ceremony and you find it lying down, that ceremony is not legitimate. It always stands up. Thank you very, very much. You may be seated. And now I would like to ask Dr. Feroz to offer some words of encouragement in dedication of the instruments. Dr. Feroz.
Your Excellency, President Uhuru Kenyatta and the colleagues from the University Commission for University Education, we accept the instruments of authority with the prayer that we have the strength, wisdom, knowledge, and ability to deliver to the expectations that have been bestowed upon us by virtue of the grant of this charter. So thank you very much. I would now like to invite our Chancellor and Founder, His Highness the Aga Khan, to address the gathering today with his words. So if we could please have that. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellency, President Uhuru Kenyatta, Professor George Magoha, Cabinet Secretary for Education, Professor Chacha, Chairman of the Commission for University Education, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with the greatest satisfaction and the deepest gratitude that I accept the Kenya Charter of the Aga Khan University. My only regret is that due to the pandemic, I cannot be present in person to receive the instruments of authority and to celebrate this momentous occasion in the university's history. The Charter details AKU's functions, powers, obligations, and governance. But it is more than a legal document. It is a vote of confidence in AKU and all those who are part of it, our faculty, our staff, administration, students, alumni, friends, and supporters. Your Excellency, thank you for your confidence in the Aga Khan University. Thank you for creating an enabling environment that has allowed AKU to flourish and for recognizing that private institutions can play a vital role in promoting public welfare. I would also like to thank the Commission for University Education, which has managed the difficult feat of acting as both a demanding regulator and a supportive partner. AKU is a better university because of the Commission's efforts to improve the quality of tertiary education in Kenya. In this venue, we see dramatic confirmation that the university is indeed thriving. Our new university center is the soaring embodiment of AKU's commitment to Kenya and determination to ensure that its people have access to the very best in higher education and in healthcare. It is also a testament to the power of giving. The construction of the center was made possible by the extraordinary generosity of a number of individuals and families who are joining us today and whose names will be permanently engraved on its walls and glass balustrades. I am profoundly grateful for their support, as is the entire AKU community. While its charter is new, AKU is a firmly established institution in Kenya. It has been operating here since 2002 under a letter of interim authority from the government. Moreover, as an agency of the Aga Khan Development Network, the university is part of a wide-ranging effort to improve the quality of life in East Africa, and that dates back more than 100 years to the schools founded by my grandfather, Sir Sultan Muhammad Shah Aga Khan, in the early 20th century. Milestones in the network's history include the founding of enduring institutions such as Jubilee Insurance, the Aga Khan Hospital in Nairobi, now Aga Khan University Hospital, and the Nation Media Group, all of which have now been serving Kenya for more than 60 years. Today, I think we can say without exaggeration that AKDN and its agencies, including the Aga Khan University, are part of the fabric of life in Kenya and East Africa. What then has the university achieved in its first 2 decades? And what does its future hold? Let us begin with its accomplishments thus far. First, the university has educated much-needed leaders. In total, nearly 4,000 students have graduated from AKU in East Africa. Among them are more than 1,400 Kenyan nurses, doctors, educators, and journalists, 70% of whom, I would note, are women. Across the country and the region, AKU alumni are leading departments, institutions, and professional organizations. They are founding schools and clinics. They are winning awards, including Kenya's 2018 Teacher of the Year Award. They are raising standards in both the public and the private sectors, and in rural areas, as well as in cities. Second, AKU has developed into an institution capable of delivering problem-solving knowledge and of sharing its expertise with other organizations. AKU's Center of Excellence in Women and Child Health has published one of the most comprehensive analyses of maternal and child health in Kenya, and is working with its fellow AKDN agencies to help government health facilities in Kilifi and Kisii counties to improve health of thousands of women and children. Our Institute for Human Development has trained hundreds of professionals in the science of early childhood development and is conducting a multifaceted research and intervention project to support child development in underprivileged communities. The university's new cancer center is one of the few centers in sub-Saharan Africa equipped to conduct cancer clinical trials. As such, it will bring new treatments to cancer patients that would otherwise be unavailable in Kenya. Throughout the pandemic, AKU researchers have been working to deliver new insights and tools in the fight against the novel coronavirus. For example, the university is one of only 2 institutions in Africa to contribute to an international clinical trial that evaluated the use of the drug tocilizumab to treat patients with COVID-19. It is now part of the standard treatment protocol worldwide. AKU experts have also provided advice and training on caring for patients with COVID-19 to government clinics and hospitals. As these and many other efforts demonstrate, AKU is no ivory tower. It is deeply concerned with and connected to the lives of ordinary Kenyans. Third, the university has expanded access to high-quality healthcare and raised standards in healthcare delivery. The Aga Khan University Hospital, Kenya's only internationally accredited teaching hospital, and its 45 outreach clinics serve almost every major center in the country. The hospital also provides free health screening to tens of thousands of individuals through its medical camps. During the pandemic, the hospital has treated over 2,000 seriously ill COVID patients. conducted more than 76,000 tests for the coronavirus, and vaccinated over 10,000 people. All this was possible because we are the only private institution in Kenya to train special doctors who provide the country with much-needed medical knowledge and skills. We also create opportunities for working nurses to upgrade their training to earn degrees at an international standard. Not to mention the master teachers we develop to improve schools and the journalists whose capabilities we raise to be able to report using multiple platforms, including digital media. In short, as called for in its charter, Aga Khan University has prepared individuals for constructive and exemplary leadership, responded to identified needs in the countries it serves, and provided meaningful contributions to society. In the years to come, it will continue to do so. Charter in hand and newly housed in a dynamic urban campus, unlike any other in the region, the university will launch new programs in nursing and medicine. And its new Nairobi-based Brain and Mind Institute will undertake cutting-edge research aimed at improving mental health, especially among women, adolescents, and disadvantaged populations. As its student body and its faculty grow in size, its visibility and impact will increase. New programs will come online. Much about the Aga Khan University will change. What will not change is its principle of uncompromising quality and its mission of improving quality of life in Kenya. I look forward to continuing to pursue that mission together with the university's trustees, faculty, staff, students, alumni, volunteers, donors, and partners. In accordance with the charter we have been granted today and with the support and encouragement of the Government of Kenya. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chancellor. Your Excellency, the Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, President of the Republic of Kenya, His Highness the Aga Khan, Founder and Chancellor of the Aga Khan University, Professor Chacha, of the Chairman of the Commission for University Education and his colleagues, and the Aga Khan University family and supporters and friends. The inauguration of the University Center is a milestone whose importance to the Aga Khan University and to Kenya is signified by the presence of Your Excellency President Kenyatta. Thank you once again, Your Excellency, for joining us today and inaugurating the building. Thank you. We have just heard the university's Chancellor, His Highness the Aga Khan, express his gratitude to the government for its confidence in the Aga Khan University. AKU is also confident in Kenya and its people whose talent and hunger for knowledge are the foundation upon which this university is built. Indeed, it is because we are so confident in Kenya and its future that we have built the University Center that you have inaugurated for us today, Your Excellency. The center will be a springboard that launches a new era in the Aga Khan University's history in Kenya, an era that will witness the fulfillment of our ambitious plans for growth and impact. It will serve as the university's principal campus in Kenya, bringing together in one place, for the first time, our Medical College, School of Nursing and Midwifery, the Graduate School of Media and Communications, the Institute of Human Development, the Brain and Mind Institute, and other programs. It will enable us to establish new academic degree programs, implement new research projects, and substantially expand our enrollment. And we will continue our financial assistance program to enable students who cannot afford the tuition fees to attend our university. This center, is one of the largest investments in higher education in Kenya's recent history, encompassing 37,500 square meters or 400,000 square feet, and constructed and equipped at a cost of over $50 million or more than 5.3 billion Kenya shillings. It features 2 towers with a total of 23 floors above and below ground, making it an example of a best-in-class vertical urban campus. Approximately 2,000 Kenyans were employed in designing, building, and equipping this facility. But more than its size or its budget, it is the convictions that the university embodies that makes it so significant. At the Aga Khan University, we believe that Kenyans deserve the very best. The center was designed by the internationally renowned architecture firm of Payette of Boston, Massachusetts, USA. In addition to AKU's other campuses, Payette designed buildings for some of the world's leading universities, including Harvard, MIT, Princeton, and Columbia. Payette was ably supported by the local architecture firm of Symbian, and the construction was carried out to exacting standards by Kenya's Lakshman Bai Construction Limited. We believe that education must evolve to keep pace with changing times and changing demands. Therefore, our classrooms are equipped with the latest technology for teaching and learning. Our laboratories are state-of-the-art. Our Graduate School of Media and Communications features a multimedia newsroom alongside radio and TV studios. And we are investing over $2.5 million, or 270 million Kenya shillings, to create East Africa's first cutting-edge facility for simulation-based healthcare education on the university's first floor, which Your Excellency just visited. The Center for Innovation in Medical Education will enable our nursing and medical students to hone their clinical skills using incredibly lifelike patient mannequins in highly realistic hospital settings. Students will be able to practice everything from delivering babies to caring for patients with highly contagious diseases such as COVID-19. As a result, our students will be exceptionally well prepared for the real-world challenges that they will face. We also believe that education and knowledge creation are social and collective endeavors. Today, research is typically collaborative, often interdisciplinary, and increasingly international in scope. Hence, we have designed the University Center to stimulate interaction and intellectual exchange. We have courtyards, terraces, and a stunning atrium, and an outdoor amphitheater, all spaces that will bring faculty, staff, students, and visitors together in settings that uplift and inspire. We have an exhibition hall, an auditorium with video conferencing and streaming systems that will enable us to convene researchers and members of the public from across Kenya and well beyond. And we have that blend of diverse influences that characterizes the Aga Khan University. The distinctive red brick you see from Nairobi, the teak from Sudan, patterns inspired by architecture of the Islamic world, and the entrance portal that connects this campus to our campus in Karachi. As it fills up, the Aga Khan University Center will exude the cosmopolitan energy of a university at home in the 21st century and eager to forge connections across borders and boundaries of all kinds. It will be an exciting place to work, to learn, to teach, and to expand the frontiers of knowledge, as we have done with the recent clinical trials for treatments of COVID-19. Just as the Aga Khan University Hospital has been at the forefront of efforts to improve the quality of healthcare in East Africa through international standards and accreditation, AKU's new campus will be at the center of the drive to raise standards in university education and research in Kenya. That the University Center is such a place is due to the efforts of many people. We cannot thank our Kenyan and international donors enough, because without their generosity, this building would not have been possible. I'm grateful to all those whose courage and dedication made it possible to complete this immense project, despite the many challenges created by the pandemic. I also wish to thank the Ministry of Education and the Commission for University Education for their support and partnership. Finally, I wish to thank our founder and chancellor, His Highness the Aga Khan, whose vision, inspiration, and insistence on uncompromising quality has enabled this university to make a tangible difference in so many people's lives. Thanks to all our supporters, the Aga Khan University will be educating leaders, advancing knowledge, and improving the quality of life in Kenya from this one-of-a-kind building for many, many decades to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Firoz. May I ask you to go back to the podium and invite the Cabinet Secretary to speak.
My apologies. I think there's a little confusion on the arrangements. Your Excellency, the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Professor Magoha, please address the audience.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, Honorable Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, His Highness the Aga Khan, all protocol observed. I feel extremely at home here because this is actually where I belong. I look like I'm back to my waters. And Your Excellency, allow me just to say one or two things about this place, the way I've known it since 1988. I have worked in this facility as a surgeon since 1988 until I became too busy doing other things for you. And being a family of doctors, my wife has also worked here, so has my son, and at the present moment, my daughter-in-law is a student here. So we have absolute confidence in this university. One more thing to say, without fear or favor, with your permission, that I'm very glad indeed, because the hospital is on the other side. What is giving this place the university look is the building that we have inspected today. And I want to thank the Aga Khan and the Ismaili community for having ensured that this building now exists, and together with the hospital across the road, Your Excellency, everything they have said is true. So you can take it to the bank. Your Excellency, it is now my humble and pleasant duty to welcome you to address this congregation. You are welcome, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Please be seated. Stand, sit. Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry, I'm just getting myself organized here. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no event that I look forward to more than one like this that involves the education sector. And this is because education helps us to prepare for the days and years ahead, which is a key pillar of our vision for a better Kenya. The possibilities brought forth by education and knowledge drive dreams, fuel innovation, spur gender equality, and create limitless possibilities for individual as well as national progress. Today is a day that will feature prominently in the history of our nation, day that we empowered a generation and expanded the capacity for delivering our destiny. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, it is great to know that His Highness the Aga Khan has joined us to celebrate the culmination of this endeavor, though virtually. The Aga Khan University's journey for the award of a charter started in earnest almost 3 decades ago. By being focused, committed, and working hard, we can see today the enviable results of that decades-long process. This university is integrated with the Aga Khan Hospital, which itself offers training and health services to our people in a manner that finely balances the theoretical, practical, as well as the empirical aspects of education. Ladies and gentlemen, the long-standing partnership between the Kenyan government, the Ismaili community, and the Aga Khan Development Network spans well over 100 years, and this relationship has brought about tremendous benefits to the welfare of many Kenyans across the country. Indeed, the Ismaili community's contribution to the education sector traces back to 1905, when the first Aga Khan school opened in Nairobi. After the end of the First World War in 1918, His Highness the Aga Khan's grandfather began establishing an educational network in East Africa, the foundation of the wide footprint that we all enjoy in the present day. The solemnity of this ceremony is affirmed by the fact that the university and the hospital, whose benefits have been enjoyed by millions of Kenyans, also features graduate training that takes in the best students, regardless of whether they can afford to pay their fees or not. Many of the students admitted to the Aga Khan University, as well as the hospital, are supported financially by the institution, thanks to the courtesy of its commitment to humanity through service. Ladies and gentlemen, the idea of the Aga Khan University came about in the mid-1970s with the dream of creating a university in the developing world which would have the highest international standards. That dream university, which is today's reality, was meant to offer the best education while improving the quality of life of all those within its reach. Today, that noble idea has come to fruition, and today we can be proud to say we have the first world-class university focused on some of our key growth areas in our society, including healthcare, education, media, and communication. There is an evolving momentum for quality assurance in institutions of higher learning, and it is therefore paramount that the Aga Khan University, and indeed all universities in our country, align themselves to the promotion of quality education. You must all strive to remain compliant to both the pragmatic and institutional standards set by our professional regulatory bodies, such as the Commission for University Education. On our part, and the part of our regulatory institutions in the education sector, each must execute its mandate fully in order to guarantee the quality of university education in our country and to ensure that this is not compromised. Regulatory standards are not mere exercises in box ticking. They are the lifeblood of a vital process that ensures that learning delivers tangible results for both learners as well as our nation. To the Aga Khan University, I urge you to build on this century of excellence and distinction by striding forward with ideas centered on knowledge, inquiry, discussion, authenticity, truth, application, critique, care development, and action. Today, my call to you is to commit to become a leader in the healthcare, media, communication, and hospitality, stay abreast with the changes in the world, and provide solutions to the many challenges brought by an ever-changing world. In the last year, the challenges we have faced arising from COVID-19 call for strategies and solutions that are multifaceted and multidisciplinary, and I trust that this university will answer that call. Permit me also to use this occasion to appeal to all researchers and practitioners in our country to do all that is necessary to find solutions for our healthcare challenges, especially with regard to non-communicable diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. We know, for example, even with regard to our new viruses that have set foot not only in Kenya but across the globe, we've tended to participate with our other partners in the trials for vaccines, in the clinical trials for drugs to treat viruses, but it is most unfortunate that when it comes to application, we are not necessarily as good, and we end up being last on the list, Madam. So it is about time that we started trying to develop our own solutions and to be able to treat our people first. As I conclude, let me say that given the long-established tradition of offering high-quality education in this country, upon which this institution is based, I urge the Aga Khan University to invest in research and training that will support our new focus on competence-based curriculum. The competence-based curriculum is a revolutionary step that we took as a country to provide our learners with 21st century practical skills relevant to the needs of the present day. I trust and believe that the Aga Khan University will deliver on the same and produce excellent graduates who can tackle a multitude of challenges, improve their current situations, and positively affect our society to become responsible global citizens. Once again, congratulations to the Aga Khan University, and may God bless Kenya. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. May we be upstanding for the national anthem.